He wasn't the biggest guy on stage, but when he walked out, the crowd didn't look at anyone else. His legs looked like they belonged to a comic book villain. Layered, freaky, unreal. Some said he trained harder than any man alive. Others said he was just insane. But what nobody talks about is how he ate, because behind those legendary workouts was a daily feeding routine that pushed the limits of human appetite. At his peak, he was reportedly consuming up to 12,000 calories a day.
My caloric structure being somewhere around 12,000 calories a day.
Not for show, not for clout, just to keep up with the punishment he put himself through in the gym. This isn't a story about moderation. It's about obsession. And before we reveal what that diet looked like, you need to understand why he needed it in the first place. Most bodybuilders train hard. He trained like he was trying to destroy something. And that something was himself. Leg days that lasted over 2 hours. Sets that went past failure, into pain, then past that too. 3 plates on the bar for 20 reps? That wasn't the finish line. That was the warm-up. Training partners quit. People threw up. Some just watched from a distance. The gym was his battlefield, and if you showed up, you better be ready to suffer. This wasn't about building legs. It was about surviving the process. And when you train with that kind of intensity, your body doesn't need a meal. It needs fuel, massive amounts of it. 12,000 calories a day didn't make him a freak. They just kept him from falling apart. So how does someone even eat 12,000 calories in a day? It wasn't some hyper-optimized plan. There were no macros, no apps, just volume, heavy food, and a relentless appetite for growth. He'd start the day with a mountain of eggs, sometimes up to 2 dozen, plus bacon, toast, oatmeal, and whole milk. Not almond milk, real milk. Midday, it was pounds of steak or chicken, rice, potatoes, pasta, and more milk. Always more milk. Snacks, peanut butter straight from the jar. Sandwiches stacked 4 layers deep. And dinner, more meat, more carbs, and sometimes another full breakfast. He once said, "I'd eat until I felt full, then I'd eat again." This wasn't about looking good. It was about recovering from war. Because that's what every workout felt like.
Lateral raise, endeavoring to feel.
Back then, the rules were different. There were no influencers, no off-season photo shoots. You either grew or you got left behind. And for him, it worked. The calories gave him energy. They kept his joints alive. They helped him train like no one else. He didn't count anything. He just ate. Would that work today? Not for most people. In a world chasing year-round abs, 12,000 calories gets you judged, not admired, but somehow, that approach built a physique that people still talk about 40 years later. Not just big, unforgettable. Most people want results, but they don't want to pay the price. This man didn't just pay it, he overpaid. With pain, with discipline, with food. A lot of it. He didn't chase balance. He chased greatness, and whether it was under the squat rack or at the dinner table, he pushed further than anyone else. His name? Tom Platz. The man with the greatest legs in bodybuilding history, and the appetite to match. So next time someone tells you it's all about clean eating, just remember, the golden era wasn't built on comfort. It was built on obsession. If this story fired you up, hit that like button. Subscribe for more raw stories, old school intensity, and the mindset that built legends. We're here to bring back the golden era. Thanks for watching. And as always, train hard, fuel smart, and stay relentless. This is Iron Beast Warrior.